What if one of Marvel's greatest characters in history was never meant to exist? In 1974, a scrappy, claw-wielding mutant named Wolverine stepped out of the shadows in a failing comic book, born from desperation and a spark of genius. His creators had no idea he'd become the heart of the X-Men, a cinematic legend.
What do they call you? Wheels?
And a symbol of resilience for millions. But behind those adamantium claws lies a story of chaos, conflict, and triumph that almost never happened. This is the untold saga of Wolverine, how he was forged, why he nearly vanished, and why his legacy still cuts deep today. Buckle up, because this is a story you won't forget.
Showtime, a-holes!
All right, let's do this one last time.
Wolverine. The name alone conjures images of unbreakable claws, a mysterious past, and a lone warrior who fights through pain. From comics to blockbuster films, he's one of Marvel's best anti-heroes. But how did a last-minute idea become a pop culture titan? In this deep dive, we'll uncover the chaotic creation of Logan, the battles to define his story, and the legacy that inspired fans for generations. I'm Gaming Agent 99, and this is the first chapter of our journey into the stories behind your favorite characters, worlds, and myths, starting with the mutant who changed it all. Picture this, it's 1974, and Marvel Comics is on the ropes. DC's Superman and Batman dominate the market, while Marvel's scrappy underdog vibe isn't cutting it. Their flagship title, The Incredible Hulk, is bleeding readers. Desperate for a hit, Marvel needed a spark, something raw, something new. That's where Wolverine comes in, but his story starts with a gamble nobody saw coming. October 1974, The Incredible Hulk number 180 hits the stands, introducing a pint-sized Canadian mutant named Wolverine. He's not the star, just a guest character meant to brawl with the Hulk and vanish. Created by writer Len Wein, editor Roy Thomas, and artist John Romita Sr., Wolverine was a shot in the dark. Len Wein gave him a vague, mysterious edge, a drifter with claws and a bad attitude. And John Romita Sr.'s Marvel's art director sketched a now iconic look, wild sideburns, a snarling mask, and claws that popped from his gloves. By 1975, Marvel's X-Men comic was dead in the water. The original team, Cyclops, Jean Grey, and others hadn't resonated with fans, and the book was on hiatus. Enter Giant-Size X-Men number 1, a bold reboot by Len Wein and artist Dave Cockrum. They brought Wolverine back, pairing him with a new, diverse team of mutants, like Storm, Colossus, and the Nightcrawler. Writer Chris Claremont, who took over X-Men in 1976, saw Wolverine as more than a brawler. He gave Logan depth, a healing factor, a tormented past, and a struggle between humanity and savagery. Wolverine's greatest strength was his mystery. Who was he? Where did those claws come from? Marvel leaned into the ambiguity, dropping cryptic hints in X-Men number 98 about a past tied to Canada's Weapon X program. But keeping Logan's origins vague was a double-edged sword. Fans loved the enigma, but creators struggled to balance mystery with answers. In 1991, Barry Windsor Smith's Weapon X miniseries revealed Logan's brutal transformation. Strapped to a lab table, infused with adamantium, his mind shattered. By the 1980s, Wolverine was Marvel's biggest star. His solo series, launched in 1988 by Chris Claremont and John Buscema, sold out repeatedly. Then came 2000's X-Men movie. Hugh Jackman's portrayal of Logan, gruff, vulnerable, and fiercely loyal, turned Wolverine into a global icon. Logan in 2017, a gritty masterpiece, grossed $619 million worldwide. per Box Office Mojo and earned a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. Jackman's performance made Logan a symbol of sacrifice, resonating with fans who saw their own struggles in his pain. Wolverine's reach went beyond comics and films. He starred in X-Men the Animated Series, video games like X-Men Origins Wolverine, and inspired cosplayers worldwide. His story of redemption spoke to anyone who ever fought to be better. From a Canadian drifter to a symbol of resilience, Wolverine's story mirrors the human struggle. He's not perfect, and that's why we love him. So why does Wolverine endure? In a world of polished superheroes, Logan's raw humanity stands out. His creators, Wein, Thomas, Romita, Claremont, built a character who's more than claws and catchphrases. He's a reminder that strength comes from surviving pain, not avoiding it. Whether you discovered him in X-Men #1, Logan, or Deadpool and Wolverine, Wolverine's story hits because it's universal. From a desperate idea in a failing comic to a legend who redefined Marvel, Wolverine's journey is one of grit and heart. What's your favorite Wolverine moment? Comics, movies, games? Share it below.